The first habit is the habit that focuses on the health. As you know that health is wealth and prevention is the only cure. So according to Thomas Corley, what he suggests that in order to maintain, in order to fulfill our desires and dreams, we should have very good health. And in order to maintain health, we should do regular exercise. I have one post on role of aerobic exercise in life. So regular practice of aerobic exercise for 30 minutes has a very much beneficial effect on your health. It will stimulate the release of BDNF. It will reduce the level of cortisols and very much helpful in maintaining the blood sugar. So do regular exercise, do aerobic exercise. You can also go for the practice of pranayam, meditation, yoga under the guidance of well experienced and qualified yoga teacher. At this juncture, I would like to recommend you the one book of Raj Yoga, which is written by Swami Vivekanand, and it is very much helpful to you. So the first tip, that is focus on your health. The second tip that is very much important is nutrition. As you know that nutrition is essential for the growth and development of the body, for functioning of various organs of the body. So you should have a balanced diet. You should have a diet which is rich in fibers, which is rich in minerals, vitamins, and you should also focus on the trace elements like vitamin B12 and cobalt and selenium. So second advice of the author is that you should focus on your diet and you should have a nutritious diet. The third advice that author would like to give is reading. You should go for regular reading. It's the best tool for self education. It's the best tool for self development. It's a wonderful tool to create greater awareness, to have mastery over any topic. So you should go for regular reading of books. As Rene Descartes has rightly said, the reading of a good book is like a talking with the finest man of the century. So when you read, you will get a new perspective. And what the author suggests that you should read the biographies, you should read the inspirational book, you should also go for the for reading motivational book. I have also made one video on the 5 books that has transformed my life, and it is would also be helpful to you. You can also search it on my YouTube channel. So reading is a powerful tool for self development and self improvement. And author suggests that you should regularly go for reading uh, any book which will enhance your creative and literal thinking. As it is rightly said that once you read, you will apply the knowledge, and it is rightly said that knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is superpower. So, reading is a powerful weapon to apply your knowledge in your day to day life, in your career. And the fourth advice that author would like to give is get up early, start your work as early as possible. It is I have also gone through the book which is written by Robin Sharma, 5 a.m. Club, and I also recommend you to read this book. It is very much helpful. And when you get up early, you will start your work early, and you are ahead of your competitors. And especially this habit is very much helpful to the students, college students, and the persons who are preparing for competitive exams, or artists, or any persons. So you will get an extra time, and whenever you are investing an extra time in your hobby, in your career, then you will certainly go ahead. You will certainly move ahead of your colleagues and friends. So getting up early is a very powerful tool to move ahead in life. Now I will going to talk about the fifth tip, which is responsible for focus in our day-to-day life, which is responsible for our circadian rhythm. Can you guess what is the fifth tip? You are right, the fifth tip is about a sound sleep. Ideally, we should have a sound sleep of 7 to 8 hours. As you know that in our sleep there are various components. There is a theta, delta, RAM, and back to theta. So sound sleep is very much important, especially the RAM component of the sleep, that is rapid eye movement, is responsible for long-term memory. And basically, the once you have a sound sleep, then you are having a very good awareness throughout your day. You should have very good focus on your day. So author focuses on the sound sleep, the sound sleep is very much important, and especially you should have a regular time of sleeping or going to bed. And most importantly, what the recent advances and recent studies shows that before you sleep, you should switch off your mobile, and you should not use the mobile phones, because the infrared light in the mobile phones, which hampers the secretion of melatonin, and which basically uh, use of mobile phones before sleep is responsible for disturbances in the sleep. So sound sleep is very much important, and if you want to move ahead in the journey of life, then you should have a sound sleep on day-to-day basis, and it is very much essential for good memory, for good health, and for taking the better decisions. The sixth tip that author is that I am suggesting you is that you should have a in order to make your life interesting, exciting, energetic, you should learn some new skills. You should cultivate interest in newer subjects like astrology, gardening, cooking, because hobby is very much essential in life. And once you have a hobby, once you have an art of consuming your time in your interest, then definitely it will be a very much helpful to you. And for students who are studying for competitive exams, students who are preparing for university exams, they should read some books which is inspiring, motivating, and which is also investment of time, and it will also give some newer perspective. So learning new skill is one of the art, it is one of the skills which is very much essential, and it's a very good habit to move ahead in life. Now this is the last part of video, and I'm going to share about the seventh tip. As you know, you are well versed with it, that is avoid time wasters. So what I mean to say that avoid time waster means, if you are a student, if you are preparing for competitive exams, or even if you are a professional, then you should avoid time wasters like use of various social networking sites, which most of the time consume your time. So you should avoid the time wasters, you should avoid unnecessary gossips and backfiring. I am not against the fruitful discussion. Definitely, you should have a fruitful discussion. You should have a good discussion and arguments, but unnecessary discussions and backfiring is of no use, and definitely it is a wastage of time. So again, I'm summarizing the seven rich habits. That is habit number one, that is focus on your health. Health is wealth, and it is very much essential. Tip number two is nutrition. You should have a balanced diet, diet rich in fibers, protein, diet rich in vitamin B12, selenium, calcium, and other components. You should have the habit of reading, because habit of reading is very much essential in life. So you should read for self education and self improvement. The fourth habit is get up early. Getting up early and starting your work will make you will be ahead of your competitors with extra time and extra investment of time. So get up early. You should have a sound sleep and fix the timing of your sleep, the time at which you go at the bed and time at which you come out of the bed. You avoid the use of mobile phones. The tip number six, learn new skills, and tip number seven is avoid time wasters. So dear friends, I hope that this video would be helpful to you, and these seven tips you will execute in your life. Kindly like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for listening so patiently. Bye for now, and have a nice day.